Number 4. There's a reason why Black History Month is February. Black History Month was established to recognize and celebrate the important contributions of African Americans to American history. It started in the early 20th century when a man named Carter G. Woodson wanted to bring attention to the neglected history of African Americans. In 1926, Carter G. Woodson established Negro History Week, which would later be known as Black History Month. He chose the second week of February for Negro History Week because it included the birthdays of two important figures, Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th President of the United States who helped end slavery with the Emancipation Proclamation. Frederick Douglass was a former slave who became a leader in the fight against slavery. Douglass escaped from American slavery in 1838. He became a renowned abolitionist, speaker, and writer. He wrote several books, including a narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass, an American slave. By celebrating their birthdays, Woodson wanted to show the struggles and achievements of African Americans in their fight for freedom and equal rights. Negro History Week gained popularity, and in 1976, it was expanded to Black History Month. This was officially recognized by President Gerald R. Ford. Every U.S. president since then has proclaimed February as Black History Month. During Black History Month, we take time to think about the challenges faced by African Americans and their accomplishments. It is a time to learn and appreciate the contributions of African American leaders, artists, scientists, and ordinary people who have shaped American history. Number 3. The 6,888th Battalion was an all-black, all-female unit of the military that delivered mail to World War II troops across England. In February 1945, the 6,888th Central Postal Directory Battalion was established to deliver mail to American troops, government personnel, and volunteers abroad in England. At the time, many packages and letters were poorly addressed or sent to individuals with common names and little further direction. Members of the service weren't getting their mail, which had an outsized impact on morale. Officials estimated that, with the disarray of the postal warehouse, it would take around 6 months for the harrowing backlog to be sorted and delivered. African American women were granted the opportunity to travel to serve overseas in late 1944, and the 6,888th Battalion was full of eager, well-trained recruits. Led by Major Charity Edna Adams, the women of the 6,888 spent time in Oglethorpe, Georgia, preparing for service, jumping over trenches, identifying enemy crafts, and marching. Mail delivery in a war zone did not come not without danger, and the women of the battalion faced several close calls, injuries, and even some instances of death. Though the reaction to this battalion was mixed, the 6,888 was outstandingly efficient. The battalion worked in long shifts 7 days a week and created a brand new tracking system for the mail they received. Rather than accomplishing the sorting of mail in the projected 6 months, the recruits blew through the task in 3. Number 2. Madam C.J. Walker was an African-American entrepreneur who became America's first female self-made millionaire. Born in 1867 to former slaves on a Louisiana cotton plantation, Madam Walker rose in power to become America's first female self-made millionaire. She did so through the creation of the Madam C.J. Walker Company. Headquartered in Indianapolis, Indiana, her company was a cosmetics manufacturer that specialized in beauty and hair care products for African American women. Walker's business prowess was matched only by her philanthropy and activism. She helped establish a YMCA in the Black community of Indianapolis and contributed funds to the Tuskegee Institute. Upon moving to New York, she joined the NAACP, donated generously to the NAACP's anti-lynching fund, and commissioned the first Black architect in New York City to build Villa Lewaro, her home on the Hudson, where great minds such as Webb Du Bois and Booker T. Washington gathered to discuss social matters important to the African American community. By the time of her death in 1919, she was known not only as a remarkably successful African American business owner, but one of America's most successful entrepreneurs of all time. Number 1. The 3-light traffic signal was invented by a Black man named Garrett Morgan. Garrett Morgan, despite facing obstacles such as limited education and being the son of a man who had previously been enslaved, achieved remarkable success and became the inventor of several significant creations. One of his most renowned innovations was the invention of the 3-light traffic signal, in the year 1923. One fateful day while Morgan was driving, he witnessed a severe car accident at an intersection. This incident sparked a brilliant idea in his mind: to enhance the existing traffic signal by adding a third light that would serve as a warning to drivers about an upcoming red light. With a determination to improve road safety, Morgan diligently pursued his idea. At the time, traffic signals were primitive and often ineffective, causing confusion and accidents on the roads. Morgan's solution was to create a three-light traffic signal that would provide clear and visible signals to drivers. The first light was green, indicating that it was safe to proceed. The second light was yellow, indicating that the driver should slow down and prepare to stop. The third light was red, indicating that the driver should stop. After putting considerable effort into developing his invention, Morgan's hard work paid off when he was granted a patent for the three-light traffic signal in 1924. This groundbreaking invention proved to be highly effective during its initial trials, leading to its widespread adoption across the country. Soon enough, these three-light traffic signals became a common sight, guiding and regulating vehicular movement for countless people every day. With the introduction of the three-light traffic signal, the roadways became safer and more organized. The distinct lights, red, yellow, and green, became universally understood symbols of traffic regulations. Drivers quickly learned to recognize and respond to the signals accordingly, creating a standardized system that facilitated smooth and orderly traffic patterns. As we continue to explore Black history, it is important to give voice to those who have been marginalized and share their stories. By doing this, we honor the legacy of those who fought for justice, equality, and freedom. Black history is not limited to a single video, but an ongoing journey of discovery, remembrance, and empowerment. If you think there are any other amazing Black history facts we have missed, you can drop them in the comments. As always, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos to let more people know the truth about Blacks and to hear their own part of the narratives.